So hot, and I need the track boiling. Don't be poisoning with jigger bone soybeans. Spit round tracks fulfillment. Yeah, what up? It's your man Sniper Shot checking in. We're here at the home studio today, and we're gonna do a little garden vlog. I haven't done a Snipes Organics update in a while. Just lock this door. Make sure no one run up on me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm doing a lot in a very small, efficient space here. Got 9 pots. Everything's edible. What's up, bro? How you doing today? Pretty good. Just gonna water these plants. Flow so hot, and I need the track boiling. Don't be poisoning with jigger bone soybeans. Spit round tracks fulfillment for a dream. On the long down, don't play for your team. All right, so we're just watering the plants now. Just like a lot of people don't understand, when you water a plant, like you gotta soak the pot like until you see it like flooding in there. You typically want to have holes in the bottom of your pot so you can have good drainage, because most plants like good drainage. Drainage, Eli. All right. Yeah, all these pots were at my last residence, and we got a couple puppies, and the puppies like to use my plants as like their chew toys, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, let me move this hose a little bit. So in this one here, we got a purple basil. You can see the leaves like awesome gradient, like purple to green on them. They're all like green on the edges. And I've been eating this, so you can't even tell where I've been taking them off a little bit there, but I just eat it as I go. So I made some like organic chicken pasta with a bunch of veggies and stuff the other night, and I just put a ton of this purple basil on top. This is a sweet Italian basil. This is typically what Americans would know as basil. So that's what I got in this pot. And this one right here, you'll see these are garlic chives that actually seeded themselves from my last residence. And so this is like an example of permaculture, basically. If you let something go all the way to seed, it'll just grow on its own. So look, I got all these beautiful garlic chives right here. I mean, this is exactly what you want. And in the same pot right here, I got a nice jalapeno. You can see this guy's ready to rock pretty much. Might be in dinner tonight. So also in this pot, what I've let happen, so we have a jalapeno pepper, we have some self-starting garlic chives, and what I've also left is a clover, which a lot of people would call a weed here. But guess what? Bees love these flowers. So I mean, I'm cool with bees, man. And because of the timing when I moved here, in this pot, I've got cherry tomatoes, like some hybrid type, because that's just what they had at Home Depot, and that was easy. But because I got such a late start on the season, I went with the cherry tomatoes because they're smaller and they just take less time to ripen. So something to keep in mind if you get a late start. And this one we have your typical spearmint, and I just took a cutting and just planted it, and it's just taken off everywhere. In this next pot, we got a pineapple mint and a lettuce that I let go to seed. So all this lettuce is gonna drop down and start its own baby lettuce in this pot, and probably this pot as well. But this is like a pineapple mint. So it's pretty cool. It's got like little white parts on the leaves, and sometimes it'll make like a whole section of the leaf like white, which is pretty cool. I like to drink a nice mint tea, you know what I'm saying?
Tea kettle, yes. And then she sat on a turtle. Yes. Oh, God.
All right, so what's cool about mint, oregano, chives, you can just take a chunk of it, you know what I mean? Like, you just need to get a little bit of roots, and that's it. You just plant that yourself somewhere else and it'll take off. Spider plants, they're not edible, but my mom loves them. Also from my original garden, like actually a lot of these plants were mine at one point. This was mine, and then I took a cutting from my mom's house. And that's the same with this oregano right here. I mean, look at this thing. It's already wanting to spread into the next garden. Like, look how much I have. I haven't even been here that long. And then down here we have the garlic chives. So these are the ones that flowered and they created all the baby ones in the other pot over there. See, there's even a baby chive right there, dude. Everywhere. And then in this pot, I've got a few things. This is called Burnett. So the leaves are actually like a nutty cucumber flavor. And this is actually kale that was like barely hanging on from my last place. I mean, oh yeah, there's garlic in here too. I forgot to tell you. There's some garlic in there. So they'll be ready maybe like into the summer or fall or something. But yeah, this kale is just like massive. Look at this thing, dude. And then next to those, in here I've got pepita, which I've never grown this before. It's very super pungent, flavorful. I call it summer cilantro. On the front end, it's like cilantro, but on the back end, it's kind of like citrusy and it's crazy flavorful. All right, so I forgot to mention earlier, actually, there was a cilantro in here that seeded itself from my last garden, and I let it go to seed. I ate some of the cilantro berries, which is in between fresh cilantro and seed. That's like a delicacy, it's really amazing. But as you can see, these are all pretty much dried up. So I get shade, I get sun in the morning and I get sun in the afternoon, but all day it's under the shade. So I'm thinking I might be able to get some cilantro grown in here because it's not getting too hot during the day. So let's try it. I'm gonna plant some. I'm gonna throw some of them in here at the bottom of this tomato plant. And take some more of these. I saw it dropped one. Oh, I think I'll plant some of them back here because you can see these plants are stretching for sun. And so I've got this little gap here and I can let nature deal with that for me. And that's all there is. It's real simple. Like I'm just, you know, walk right down here, boom, 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 water the pots. You know, takes 10 minutes, and I'm gone. That's all you need to do to grow food. I've got real healthy soil in here, no chemicals whatsoever. That kills the soil. It's literally crack cocaine for plants, and your plants will get a big surge and then they're gonna get a big lull. And that's not what you want. You wanna build a healthy soil. Soil is a living organism with many organisms in it. It's all fractals, you know what I'm saying? Hey. So I've taken compost actually from the compost pile at my mom's house that I started, and I've incorporated it into these pots as well. Originally I used some soil, it's like $1.60 a bag at Home Depot. It's like in the back corner. It's just like organic humus. It's cheap, whatever. And everything in this garden's edible. So that's what I do. I use it. It's good for your health. We got Snipes Fitness coming up as well, so I'm gonna show y'all a little transformation. I got a little out of shape being in this quarantine and everything, so we're gonna build it back up. Nice and strong, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I got for Snipes Organics right now. It's no more 9 36-foot beds and trying to be a farmer and all that. I don't have time. I got too many albums coming out right now. So, you know, I'm able to efficiently grow a lot of food in a small space here. Provide the health for cheap, very, very cheap for my body, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how many meals am I gonna get out of this over the months and months and months? It's just, you know, what are you gonna pay at Whole Foods for that? You know, you can't even get some of this stuff. You can't get pepita or Burnett at any grocery store. You have to grow it, you know what I'm saying? It has no shelf life. So they can't make it last on the shelf. They're not gonna sell it to you. Well, that's all I got, man. I'm gonna quit ranting and raving. See, man, Snipes. We're here in Bishop Arts, Dallas, Texas. Got our nice efficient garden here, and we out until the next one. Peace.